In the 60s, we sort of have these, pings of spring, and our thoughts turn to cherry blossoms. Now, for more on that, here's meteorologist Caitlin McGrath. She found out some inside scoop. Jeff.
That's right, Topper. The warm weather may be getting people in the spring spirit, but it's going to be a while until our beautiful cherry trees look like this, because it's not just the weather we see this time of the year that dictates when we see peak bloom, but also what happens over the winter. I caught up with Mike Litters from the National Park Service earlier today, and he says don't get your hopes up for an early peak bloom.
We had a much colder winter this year than we had last year. Had a couple of those really deep freezes that lasted for a few days. So overall, we're looking at a colder winter, and of course, colder temperatures keep those blossoms and those blooms in their buds for a little bit longer. Trees definitely hit winter dormancy this year, gave us a firm place to start counting the heating degree days that help us predict when the trees will be out. So hopefully looking forward to a little bit more reliable prognostication this year.
Yeah, because predicting peak bloom actually has some similarities to predicting the weather. When trees don't hit that dormancy, that's just one more unknown variable that the National Park Service has to try and account for when coming up with an expected peak bloom date. The more information you have, the better you're off. And be sure to check back with us on Thursday. The National Park Service is releasing their peak bloom forecast, and we'll have coverage to help you start making your cherry blossom plans.